Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to my members, shout out to my subscribers. Thank you guys for locking in with your bye. Let's get into this thing. This is a very good these videos that are coming up are very good for people that get deep into these games and sometimes you don't know what direction to go in. The best thing you can do, guys, is don't get caught up in trying to grab so many provinces. It's great to get it. If you got it, go get it. But don't get so caught up in that. Get more caught up in building a strong unit, whereas you're not somebody that anybody can pick on. But if you're spread it all over the place and you don't have a strong unit, you don't have any strong stacks or any strong armies, you're kind of still weak, even though you have a lot of provinces. So get the provinces, but also have the ability to protect those provinces as you get bigger and bigger. So that means you may need to slow down a bit so you can grow your troops to protect those provinces, and then you keep moving. Also, when you get really big, guys, you got to remember you become a threat. So you can get big at any time. You can move quick, but sometimes you may want to slow down so you don't become such a target early on. We got Murcia in the sea. We got my airplane sitting there. We got Lorali's airplane sitting there. We got a large amount of stacks up there in the north. I mean, it's a lot of moving parts. The problem I'm having is that no one is really engaging. There's no real engagement at this stage, which I find to be strange, if you ask me. There should be a lot more fighting going on right now. It's kind of like a stalemate going on right now. Guys, if you don't know what's going on, I'm sure you probably do, but if you don't know what's going on, by all means, go back to part 1 and work your way back down. Don't miss no parts. This is one of those maps you don't want to miss any parts of this map. Trust me. We are about to get to the climax of this map, and I want you guys to know what's going on so you can follow it and know what's going on with clarity, so that you can see exactly what happened on this map and what happens on a lot of maps. This is stuff that goes on a lot of different maps. But guys, I believe I took out one of the biggest subscribing saboteurs of all times on this game. This is going to be one for the books. It's going to be one for the books. As you can see, these guys still are just sitting there looking at each other, yet calling themselves enemies. I call them two cowards, and I'm gonna just call it out now. I'm pissed off at my teammate Lorali right now because he's acting like a coward. And you're holding up the team. Coward. but got the nerve. Listen to this, guys. This is me as a leader. This is me as a leader. All airplanes on high alert. Murcia is attacking Larali with 104. I'm letting everybody know what's going on. We should be on the same accord. Listen to what Larali got to say. I'm on a Chromebook, so everything is already a little laggy. But for some reason, my troops in the north got commanded that they have to go in the water. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? His troops in the north going in the water. You know who else said something like that? Let me help y'all understand something. Let me show you why I am the supreme master. Let me show you why. I don't call myself that for no reason. Who else was talking about troops going in the water? Didn't want to cry about somebody kicking them out of something. Who else talked about troops going in the water? Mendoza. You ever heard when you lie, you got to tell another lie, then you got to tell another lie, then you got to tell another lie? See, Mendoza talked about how Rio over there in South America sent all of his troops into the water. And guess who ended up taking all of his provinces? Mendoza. So let's keep reading. Murcia is gathering troops at my border. Loads of troops. I will be outnumbered at a point. So that means you already knew you had him outnumbered. Yet you sat there and waited until he gathered reinforcements. And now you're telling us, the coalition, as if we don't see what you're doing. Then let's read the next one, guys. Novgorod will make a single one army. How does he know that? How do you know Novgorod is going to do that? He will give you some land, but be careful. So now he's got all the wisdom in the world to tell us what's going on about everything else on the map. But he can't seem to play his own game because he's on his Chromebook and everything is already a little laggy. And not only that, he could tell everybody else what they need to do and what's going on and with everybody else on the map. But some kind of way he can't stop his troops from going into the water. Who does guy think he talking to? This is the teammate I have, guys. I'm wondering why he hasn't made a move yet, and he couldn't come up with no excuses probably because it make no sense. Me and the rest of the team are depending on you to make that move. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am extremely annoyed by that. Now I'm kind of like don't even know what to say to this guy. I don't think I said nothing to him. I think I just went ahead because what do you say? I already know what's going on now. I know you're a liar. I know you're a backstabber, and you're trying to be funny. You're trying to undermine our coalition. I've been on to him, guy. That's why I've been getting on him. Because I couldn't figure out why he was playing the way he was playing. Now we're in the whole war with Novgorod in the north, and he's telling us, be careful, he'll give you some land, but he'll do this and that. But what are you doing if you can see all of that? That means your computer ain't that laggy. Y'all stay tuned, man. We're going to get into this thing.